All right, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello again. Welcome to the, what did I call this one? Caffeine Crash.
The
Because it
caffeine
is
crash.
aptly named because I'm starting to feel the lack of coffee in me again. I am, of course, as always, the host, Mr. Kino Subway, and I have with me Mr. Shane, and we have
Hello.
Mr. Ryan Hack with us today. Oh, I'm glad to finally have him on because I kind of screwed up yesterday and fell asleep on him.
Well, this has been
Oh,
a
I,
it's been an interesting campaign for Ryan. I mean,
Yes,
it's gone back and
definitely.
forth. This is what the I think it's like the third launch,
Yeah, it
right?
is. Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
it's
But this
it's
one's
come back.
but you haven't given up. You said I'm going to get on this. I'm going to figure out what may or may not have worked. You reevaluated some stuff, and it's working. I mean, you're already rising up. You what you say? You passed what, $3,000 already of the
Yeah,
five grand goal. So I mean,
yeah,
it's definitely got the hype. You're hitting it at the right time of the year. You're going into the Christmas season. Everybody's getting kind of that, get your hot cocoa out, put your earmuffs on, and read some bric-a-brac kind of thing
yeah,
going.
exactly. Yeah. So I think you're right. I think it was just the other times that I was outside of the Christmas season, and it's true there is a momentum there that people are more apt to contribute to a book like this, even though it would have been cool for the book to be completed and sent to people by the holidays. It just it's hard when you're doing crowdfunding and when you're making a product and you have to fund it, and it's just more complicated.
Right,
yeah,
right.
so for those folks who don't know about it, what is Brickabrack?
Yeah, so it's a Christmas fantasy story. So it's kind of taking a lot of the Christmas things, so like Jack Frost or Father Christmas or these characters that we know from movies and stuff like that, and then adding it to like a sci-fi context and a fantasy context, and then it's kind of all ages as well. So Rudolph and Star Wars together, and that's really what the blend is. The story though itself is just about a kid who's trying to find Father Christmas in a world that is really war torn. Really, it's just being there's a war of resources going on, and the Nutcrackers who are attempting to take this resource from extract this resource are basically merciless and taking over villages and a bunch of different provinces, and our hero just is trying to find Father Christmas because that's who he thinks is going to help everything get back to normal. But Father Christmas is missing, right? So that's kind of the main. That's the main plot.
All right, now, who did the art for this?
Yeah, so we have three artists involved this time, but we have the interior artist of the main issue is Raphael. He did the all the interiors for issue 2, but we have two artists involved in the backup story, The Tragedy of Jack Frost, which is and in addition to the 25 page interiors, we have another 5-pager, which is done by Tom Barton and my friend Milton. So if you've seen the campaign, The Raptor, on Indiegogo, Milton is the guy who created that character, and we've kind of created that character together. And so he's super talented. And Tom did the covers, and he did the let's see here. Let me show you the Father Christmas
Yeah.
variant of issue 1. And he's also did the cover for this one. And so he's been really involved in kind of the shaping of how the books look and obviously the presentation, the main cover. So finally getting him to work on an interior is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I remember that was something I really liked with the first campaign was the artwork and the art for this one is certainly living up to it as well.
Yeah.
I'm really liking how it's turning out. I like the Nutcrackers and I like how they look and everything.
Yeah, they're super fun, but I mean, they're interesting, and with issue 2, we'll get some more context as to where they live, where they come from, what their world looks like. They live in the north, So it's just kind of an interesting thing with the Nutcrackers with issue 2. We get more context really to all the different characters. So.
Well, it's interesting too. You don't have quite a drawn-in tier, but you have like a drawn-in monster tier, correct? Like you can get your own
it's like a create a
drawn
character.
in?
Yeah, you basically can create a character. We have it's limited, but you can create a character. For the fantasy universe. So there's many different factions in the story. There's a lot of fantasy elements. So last year I let people do it. This year we're gonna have people. People are really enthusiastic about it this year, creating a Christmas character. So it's a really fun thing, just kind of a background character who, it's not like they're going to have a dialogue or anything, but they are, still there. And I think people get a kick out of it. So it's fun.
Yeah, it could be, that could be a lot of fun for like a younger person to come up with a nice little.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I backed I backed at this to how you say this? Tchaikovsky?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I backed at that because I want to be a Nutcracker man.
Exactly. Yeah, so with that one, the reason it's called that is because the main evil Nutcracker's brother his name is Tchaikovsky. So he's
okay.
Yeah, so he's also in issue 1, and so it's just he's this guy. This guy.
There we go.
That guy right there. He's
okay.
Guy, the main guy. Yeah, so he's the second one. He looks a little different than his brother, but they have kind of like a what is it? Like a fire, like a. You remember in the movie when it's a Rankin Bass movie. It's not Here Comes Santa Claus, but it's not Santa Claus Is Coming to Town, but it's what's the other one? I forget. The Year Without a Santa Claus. There's the Heat Miser and there's the
and their brother, the Snow Miser.
Yeah, so they have kind of a relationship like that, where one is super calculated and then the other one is kind of a buffoon, and just kind of very self-indulgent. Because like when he finally finds the North Pole, he fills it with pictures of himself because he thinks he's so great. Whereas his brother doesn't care about his reputation. He just wants to take over the planet. So
they're kind of like the odd couple.
Exactly, but that's another cool relationship in issue 2. Yep, and so this is some of the backstory. Those are Milton's pencils. So Milton's that's because you can see there's kind of a difference, but he has a more realistic style, so he's going for a more cartoony style, which is super cool. And so the backstory will give people a lot of context as to what the war is about and stuff like that, and how it started, really.
Now you have the book 1 and this is book 2. Is there plans for more than the 2? Like, is this like?
Yeah, so this is there are going to be 3 books. This is the second. So it's just like a direct continuation. We literally pick up right where we ended in issue 1, and so it's basically, literally like it's almost like the next panel. We just kind of continue, and it's because I think there was a kind of at the end of the first issue there was a little bit of a first Santa Claus escaped, and so no one really knows why that happened. And then, we kind of end right there. And so issue 2 really does pick up that story, and we're following the characters who are trying to follow his footsteps, And so, so that's really what issue 2 is mostly about.
All right, let me see. I didn't even check in on the chat here. We got Souls with us.
Yes.
And we got Yodam. Hello, sirs. And let's see. Soul says the Mothman in Brickabrack. There you go, Shane. We can have a Christmas Mothman.
I didn't invest in that. He just has a little Santa hat on.
Exactly.
Just floating around. He's flying around him.
Yep. Just a Snow White Mothman with
that would be cool. That would be
with a nice little Christmas scarf.
That would be so cool.
I know. Me and Ryan's kind of on the opposite side of the spectrums, aren't we? I got like the Mothman horror going on, and he's got the Christmas.
Yeah, it's kind of different, though. But I think that Yeah, I mean, it's hard to appeal to like people who like a lot of action. There is a lot of action in this one though, because in the first one there was really relatively no action, but with this one I tried to show some pages where there's some action going on. So first there's like a massive battle between Jack Frost and Father Christmas. Then there's also some war stuff going on, and then there is another battle, but with we get to see Marie and Garrett fight for the first time. So it's kind of cool to see, the protagonist, even though he's a little kid, pick up a slingshot and fight. So there's a lot of battle going on, but it's not like it is a kind of a hard book to advertise because not only is it timely, but it is also kind of all ages. So I don't really think a lot of kids are going on Indiegogo looking for books to contribute to. It's usually people who are.
Well, that's just something
older audience.
Something back. The backers need to kind of consider when looking at this project is.
Exactly.
It's a great gift for their kids as well. Not every project has to be about you.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of these all age books. Would be really nice. Like I said, I backed I think it's Pillow Man and Blanket Boy. I think that's the way you say it.
Yeah.
One, I'm kind of I'm a big kid, so I'm a sucker for him anyways. You don't have to really sell me. I'm like, I don't care. But it is important to have these kind of books out there and support them. And you've got a nephew, a niece, you got a kid. Stuff like this exists because you don't want to think all indie books are just meant for adults.
Right.
The market is very broad.
It definitely should be. Yeah, I mean, it is. I think one of the reasons why I think one of the reasons why it is hard to do books like this is that I don't think people are always thinking about. I could give this to my nephew, but with this one, I really did try to make things that people might like. So you can donate 4 books to the Boys and Girls Club. So that's something I added with this one. So I figured we're doing the Christmas thing. I want to have something that maybe if you don't want to read it, you can give it to other people. If you want to support it financially in some way. And people were really receptive to that, surprisingly. I didn't really think anyone would be, but that was kind of a cool thing. And then let's see, what else? I just try to add more value because last time my shipping was way too expensive. This is one of the reasons why I think I didn't succeed. You have to look at these things. So my shipping is less. And now when you back a physical book, you were always going to get a print and a bookmark. Even if you just get number 2, you're going to get that. So you get a lot of value. I'm trying to add more value. So maybe people I think that also adds to the fact that it is a crowdfunded book. You have to wait longer. You can't just take it off the shelf. You have to wait. And so that's, I think there's little things like that that can make it more attractive for people to buy too.
I like Soul's trilogy names there.
Soul is awesome, man. So thank you for contributing to the campaign. I saw that, Soul. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Ah, crap.
You bugging out, Chris?
Yeah. Dang it. There we go.
If you got.
Yeah, that is actually. I seen that Soul's comment there. It just made me think. Remember those little Christmas things?
You're still
every day.
Chris, you're still bugging. You might have to drop. You might have to drop out. Come back in. I don't know if he's going to drop. Are you going to drop there, Chris?
Yeah, I heard he was having internet issues. So he was telling me. So
yeah, it happened a couple times on the last stream, here and there. Nothing too big. He just drops out and comes back in. I don't know. Anyways, while Chris is trying to figure out what is the price point for the 1 and 2. I know you can get it in a bundle, right? You can get one.
Yeah, you can. So it's actually $24. So you can get the both physical and digital of both copies. So you can send it to your cousin or whatever. And you get both of those. And then, like I said, the print and the bookmark. So it's for all $24 and then $5 shipping. you can get that. So that's and it's going to be a variant cover, because this cover, I wanted to kind of have a different one, and people really were receptive to the Father Christmas print from last year. So I wanted to make that the variant cover. And so it's going to have that cover. But the issue one is basically identical to what it was last year. But maybe added fan
different
art.
cover.
And a different cover. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I featured that perk, was I kind of, if people haven't seen it, I think this is a perk you should get, honestly. Because if I was backing it, I would get that perk, Because people used to give me the advice, like, you need to put your most expensive perk featured. But I don't really know about that, because I'm thinking about people I know who are seeing the campaign who might not be familiar with Indiegogo, and then they're going to see that first perk and be like, $98, this is too much. So
yeah, I think it's kind of back away.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm a noob. I didn't even put a featured one. I was like, launch.
Yeah, just go for it. Honestly.
Yeah. But for $24, I get both issues. There's a perk for that, or tier for both issues. So how many pages is that altogether with both books?
About 60 pages. 60 pages together.
That's pretty good, man. 60 pages for 24. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
60 pages. Hey, you've returned.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're not moving. I can hear you.
Am I roboting?
You're a roboting.
Maybe you can turn the video off and then.
Yeah, you might just have to
turn the video off. What if I turn off my camera? Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, might just go that way.
So I'm trying to. There. Does that bring that back up? I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's not. That's it now. All right.
I think it works a little better now.
What did I miss?
Oh, we're just talking right now.
About prices,
the pages. Stuff. Yeah. How many pages and stuff?
Questions.
You're still roboting pretty bad there, Chris. Maybe he can hear you. I can't. Ryan's like, I'm never coming back to the morning roast ever again. If this is how things are ran,
but not the, what is this one called? The caffeine bar, whatever you're saying.
All right. What else can we?
Oh no!
So what else have you changed on this go around?
Yeah, for this one,
I know you talked. Well, it is because I think originally you were reaching. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I a lot of the prices, and then we kind of had to make some page compromises too, because initially the book was going to be like we're trying to make it 30 pages interiors, but we did have to make some compromises because the goal was like 9,000, and I kept hitting this around 3,000 with all my campaigns, and it just was consistent with all the ones I failed. So I was like, I just need to lower the goal, make some compromises, and get the book out, because it's the same goal as it was last year, except I made more room for printing the first issue, basically. And so that's it's just a simpler campaign, and that's, I think, why I have so much success. Because I think when people see that the goal is much closer, like we're at almost 60%. So
exactly, that's what I was thinking.
When people see that, they're like, well,
your first campaign. Yeah, the first campaign. When I backed the first time, it was like I think you were reaching for like $9,000, and it was coming down to like 15 days. I still backed. I'm like, you know what? Hey, maybe Ryan's going to have a Christmas miracle, and it's just going to skyrocket. And but again, it is kind of one of those things. Once you see it, a campaign only has like 15 days left and still has almost $4,000 or $5,000 to go. Yeah, maybe some backers are kind of like, well, do I take that risk and hope that more people do? But right. I mean, it sucks because if you need the $9,000 to make the project go, it does suck if you can't get that. But
I mean, you have to compromise sometimes, and it's not a big deal, because I think I miscalculated too, because there were some prices that that I didn't really need. And now I'm using media mail, so that makes the pricing a lot less for the shipping and stuff like that. So I'm trying to take that into account, which is something I didn't do last year. I have my own, I'm going to be getting my own label printer. So there's these little incremental improvements that make it easier and cheaper to do a campaign like this. And I mean, yeah, the most money is for the production. I mean, that's just how it is. But yeah, it's kind of, it's just, yeah, that was namely the biggest compromise. And I think it's one of the reasons why we're so successful now, or at least hopefully going to succeed now, So, I mean, we're still going to have to push.
Well, people. Yeah.
Did he come back?
Well, you're also gaining your audience.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's a thing. And, just trying to do as many interviews as possible. I'll be on any show that, if anyone wants me on, I'll be on any show. I don't care what it is.
I feel you, man. I just go like, you want me on? All right, I'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. You never know what you could do. You never know. It's funny. Like, I've been posting about my campaign all the time on Facebook and stuff like that. And now, after the 4th time, people are starting to see it. It's crazy, So you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching the campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's the thing.
Yeah. And I think it's helping too. Like, I've now recently seen more of you. And,
Right.
It kind of goes half and half. Sometimes, you're selling the comic. Sometimes you're selling yourself at the same time. Like, sometimes people invest in you as a person, and, they see that you're passionate about the project. That really helps, to get backers as well when they know, hey, this guy's really, he's on it. I mean, you already got book 1. You've proven that you've fulfilled. Some people are like, well, when new guys come in to the indie scenes and stuff, like, it's a big, do I back them at the chance of them not fulfilling? But you already have book 1, fulfilled, and book 2 is pretty much done, right? For the most part.
We're about 40%. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we still have a lot of production wise, but on this book funds, everyone will get the backup story and a lot of the art that we have finished for the book, lettered and stuff, so they can read issue 1 and then whatever we have left, whatever we have completed of issue 2 on Christmas. So at least there's that, because last Christmas I had nothing to give anybody. I was like, but this time I think there is kind of a cool incentive, because it's like you're going to build every Christmas more of the story comes, and I like that idea. It's like a never-ending Christmas special. It's like it never ends until it ends.
And you got more up your sleeve than Brickabrack too, because I actually follow your channel here recently, and you do a segment pretty much where you do like short story reads.
Yeah, I do. I do. Yep.
Yeah. So I figured you probably got a couple more comics up your sleeve after you get done with the Brickabrack.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I wear a lot of hats. Yeah, I do films, and then novels and prose, as you mentioned, and just a lot of stuff. Yeah, I have a web comic that I do as well. So yeah, I always have new stuff for sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's better now.
Good. It's all like
Crud.
The ghost of Christmas Carol.
Christmas doesn't like Chris. That's what it is.
Something don't like me, that's for sure.
Brian's brought the Christmas here, and he's casting away the Chris demon.
Yeah, the Antichrist.
There we go.
Astra Meadow. Hello, Astra. Oh, Jimbo's here. Says Brickabrack looks like a ton of fun. I'll back once payday gets here. I would love to work on a Christmas comic at some point.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, Lordy. Let me try to get your campaign back up yet again here. Hopefully it'll stay going this time.
Awesome.
I'll go ahead and I'll play your trailer.
All right, sure, definitely.
Cracker's War has left the inhabitants of Planet Christmas hopeless and desperate for heroes. Dozens of provinces and villages have been taken over by General Almond and his evil soldiers who aim to rule the planet and capture all the Christmas spirit that's left. But out of nowhere, a new hope has arisen. Our young hero Garrett is on a quest to find Father Christmas, who he believes is the only man that might have the power to dismantle the war completely. Garrett and a leader of the small but mighty Christmasville militia, could be the only chance the planet has at returning to its jolly old self. But several questions remain. Where's Father Christmas, and why has he not stopped the war already? Who is Jack Frost, and what dark partnership did he have with General Almond? And what evil lurks behind the drawbridge of Castle Wenceslas? Raphael Sam will once again be the interior artist of this second issue. I, Ryan Haack, will continue to write the story, and Tom Barton, our great cover artist, will draft the 5-page backup story, The Tragedy of Jack Frost, as well as drawing the variant and main cover of the second issue. Brickabrack is back and better than ever. Please help us make this a reality.
Alrighty.
I love that there's a worm with like a little Christmas hat on.
I know, yeah.
Cracks me up, man.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's kind of like we kind of were going for that Rudolph vibe where I think it's like at the very beginning of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Sam the Snowman explains the story, and then there's all those Christmas animals that are decorating trees in the woods. So it was like, let's go the next step. Like, let's have insects involved. Like, so that was kind of the idea.
Now, what's with the because we had the kid, it kind of reminds me of like the Lost Boys kind of vibe going on. So I dig that.
Yeah.
What's with the chick next to him?
Yeah, so Garrett is kind of the main guy driving this. He's trying to find Father Christmas, but the woman Marie is her name. She's actually a leader of a rebellion against the Nutcrackers. So a group of people, characters from the Christmas world are trying to rebel, even though really they have no shot against the Nutcrackers, honestly. But she is a very capable leader, and she, she's basically going with Garrett because she has her own goals, but she wants to find Father Christmas too, because Father Christmas is the greatest warrior in all of Planet Christmas. But the only issue is that he's lost his power because there's no Christmas spirit left because the Nutcrackers have taken it. So that's kind of what is going on here. And so she wants to find him still and hopefully get his spirits back up. And if he can fight on their behalf, then they can win the war. I mean, that's kind of and so she's been sent on kind of a special mission with this kid who still has Christmas spirit because he's been isolated on another planet, on another island. So she's going with him to find Father Christmas in hopes that he can, destroy the Nutcracker single-handedly, just like he has a lot of monsters who have come to Planet Christmas and tried to attack and stuff like that. And so that's kind of why she's involved, although Garrett doesn't know all of that.
Oh, okay.
The greatest warrior. Those milk and cookies are really something.
Yeah, seriously. No, he is, and there's a section in the book where you'll get to see him go to town for sure, in a flashback. But you'll get to see him go to town. Yeah.
Did you already? I hope I'm not. Like I said, I hope I'm not asking questions that you've already answered while I was bugging out here. But this knight fella.
Yeah, so that's another character in the Good King Wenceslas is his name, and he is kind of another character involved in this story. And he is imprisoning these three ghosts, the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future, for his own purpose, which I won't get into entirely because that's a little bit into issue 3. There is some stuff in issue 2, but he's imprisoned these people because they have a knowledge of where he could find this thing he's after, of the past, present, and future. But Garrett wants them because they can help him too, and we'll find out how they can help him. But yeah, that's basically his character. It's just he is trying to find something. I don't really want to give too much away about him, but it's Good King Wenceslas.
Yeah, you don't want to drop too much of a spoiler.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they get too excited and give things away. So it's like I can't give it away.
Did you come into when you started designing or thinking about doing comics? Did you always plan on a Christmas story? Was that like your main?
No, never, not really. I mean, I always knew I had like a Christmas story in my mind because I've loved, a lot of movies like that and stuff. And I've loved the Rankin Bass movies or the Grinch or Dr. Seuss stuff, or I've loved those kind of things. And I always knew that, I had an idea that I've always wanted to mess with that. I always knew there was more because it's like the Nightmare Before Christmas. We see the Christmas world, but what about the other parts of that world? I've always wondered that. Like, what about, are there beaches on this Christmas world? What is the other geography of the world? And so that's kind of where this idea came from. And then the whole story also about kind of a kid who's super innocent, kind of getting involved in a world that's way more complicated, parallels basically when we grow up, and Christmas changes for us. Like, it's like before we think, Santa Claus is real, and then things get, we find out he's not in the way that we thought he was, at least. And then yeah, I mean, that's basically what the story is about, kind of grappling with having to grow
Who's
up.
been putting them presents under my tree? I live alone too.
There's no Santa. What?
But yeah, that's kind of the main idea, is like, it's just, you see that growth, and we all go through it. I mean, if you celebrate Christmas or of the Santa Claus thing, it's heartbreaking. It parallels this. Obviously, Garrett knows Santa Claus exists. He does exist in this universe, but he goes through a similar struggle. Anyway, that's where the main idea of the story came from. But if I set out to do this story, I didn't set out to do it. I just found a really great artist who I knew could do it. I was like, this person could do this story, and it kind of started formulating in my mind.
Well, it's cool. I love when people can take like the Christmas thing and actually just turn it into an action, because you don't think about that. Everybody gets kind of the Christmas mood where like it's about presents and eating with family, but when we could take it and it turned to these action adventures, it just what was that movie that came out about? Was it about Jack Frost? It's been a couple of years.
What? Which Jack Frost? Like the horror movie Jack Frost?
Oh God!
No. It's like the snowman or something.
No, it was like an animated series. He had like the
cane
of.
Was it? Was it the Rise of the Guardian?
Was it Jack Frost?
Jack Frost.
Yeah,
Rise
that
of the
one.
Guardian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
was he the main character? Right?
Yeah, I think he was the main character. Yeah, that's a cool movie.
It's just cool when that stuff kind of comes out, because there is a big universe in Christmas that you can mess with.
Definitely.
I mean, look at the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series. It's got a lot of the Christmas elements.
Definitely.
Put in that.
100%. Yeah.
So it's just yeah. So
For
it's
sure.
like its own fantasy world. It's like its own Lord of the Rings. Christmas.
Yeah,
is,
but I just felt like no one really put them all together. Like, what is, I've always wanted to see that, like, let's put them all together and see what it looks like. And so that's kind of what this story is. But then also in a world that's sort of believable. Like, it has, obviously it's not really that believable, and we have a lot of crazy and creatures that exist in this world that would never, we have dragons and we don't really explain where they come from. But the idea is that, the world is fully lived in. It's fully realized. With a lot of these Christmas specials, you just get to see the snowy area. But like, I really wanted to explore more of that. So.
Yeah. The universe that it's in has its own rules, and it follows them, and it has its own life about it.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
What's Soul over here saying? He said the bric-a-brac figures are so cuddly it almost hurts.
It's true.
He's telling Shane, your parents put the presents there, you toddler. Soul likes to give Shane hell because he says he looks like a kid. Oh my!
Hey, Ryan's got the smooth thing going on too.
Oh, you trying to say you trying to say Ryan's got a baby face?
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, embrace it, Yeah, like I mean, honestly, it's better than someone saying you have an old face, right? Or like a middle-aged face.
Exactly.
Like, why wouldn't you want to have it? Like, I don't even see why it's a negative.
Yeah, you can't complain. I'm sure. Like, Ryan's like, hey, it gets me the ladies. I don't know. What's Soul saying here? He says, my little sister will get the physical books and will definitely make it a habit to read those together on Christmas Eve. Oh, well, that's awesome. Really nice, Soul. Yeah, that's great.
I'm so excited. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like it's the kind of thing you want to
really
hear.
Cool once you get the once you get the third one out as well. It'd be really cool if you could do a if you do a hardcover, like all three books as a hardcover, give like a cool Christmas That'd be sweet.
That's what I would love to do. Like this next Christmas, I really want to make sure the book is completely done before we get there. Like I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but I would really love to like have maybe a campaign in October and then or maybe September and just really push to get like a hardcover kind of thing, or maybe a soft cover, and then maybe we could upgrade to hardcover, sometime. But that would be so cool,
Oh yeah, that would be really cool.
Who wouldn't
A really
want that?
nice collected version. Oh yeah.
Right. And I tried to do that before. That campaign failed, but I think, because people want that issue. I think people really like the idea of the issue, and there's a benefit of doing issues because you get more covers, you get more art that you could potentially use for promotion and stuff like that on the covers, and there's you can put fan art in them and stuff. There's a lot of benefits to doing issues, no doubt about it. But I would love to get like how the way it's intended. This book is really in a like you said, a hardcover. Like I can just imagine it now. How awesome that would be.
Yeah.
How about did you guys go over the tiers?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Did we?
Not all of them.
Some of.
I think
well,
we just
some
did
of them.
some of them. Yeah.
Well, I'd say the featured ones probably the ones people are going to be eyeing up the most here.
Yeah, it seems like it, which is awesome.
That's got your first and second issues, yeah.
Yep, it does, and then and also all digital stuff, and then also a bookmark and a print that you also get. Yep.
Yeah, for $24, you can't beat that.
No, you
that's
can't.
a good deal.
Yes.
And
And
then, yeah, you got your digital here in case people want to kind of sample it.
Yeah, because the digital is also for the international people who might not have gotten it before. It's just kind of and it's intended for people who got the digital of issue 1, which I figured, but yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, I mean that shipping's pretty rough on those international folks.
It is, and I want to give people the option of buying it digital if they can, because I get why people insist on a physical product. I understand, not only because it maxes their potential to get more money in their campaign. That's one of the reasons. But I just I would rather not have to deal with shipping in Japan or really difficult.
Which ghost is Chicken Man?
That's our narrator, the Ghost of Christmas Present. So he's kind of in the present, and they're right now they're in the dungeon of Good King Wenceslas, and yeah, so they're basically our narrators, and so yeah, they're really fun. The Ghost of Christmas Present, Past, and the Future. So
why does he wear the chicken suit?
Well, that will kind of be revealed. But
you're gonna make me wait for the answer,
Chris.
Dang it! I'm already back.
That's right. You got back and find out.
Yeah, you have to find out.
I need to know this burning question.
Don't you know how Christmas works, Chris? You can shake the present, but you can't know what it is. Okay.
Well, you know what? I was never good at waiting for Christmas. Okay. So you got the whole bundle for issue 1 and 2 in digital.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so people want to give it a little shot before they devote to the pure, the big shipping costs of the physical. They can do
For
that.
sure. Yeah.
Oh, and here's your donate you were saying about.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of exciting. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely something that would be really nice to send out to them, give them something to read. Yeah, like that's what was it? I took some of my books and gave them to the coffee shop down here in town because some of the kids go down there while their parents are drinking coffee and they might there's like a free book rack and they'll run over and pick them up. So I put some books in there for them.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know if so one person claimed this double bric-a-brac. It's just I don't know. I mean, I just wanted to give people a cheaper price if they wanted to get books for their family because I didn't have that last time. So I figured, why not?
I mean, that's not a bad idea because then that way the international people can kind of like team up and get something like that, and then
I know exactly.
it won't be so hard on them.
Yeah.
And there's the Christmas characters.
Yes. Yep. And then
this,
the one you
this-
got.
yeah, this is the where you can make a character and then also,
Get a sketch.
yeah, you get a sketch from Raphael.
Yes.
Yeah, I can get my Nutcracker. Me as a Nutcracker.
Yes.
Sketched. And this one, I didn't. Did you recently add this? Becoming?
Yeah, I did. It's just become an elf. Like, just put your likeness on an elf. Pretty much.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Yeah, because I was gonna say when I backed this one, I didn't see this one here. So
Yeah, I just added it because someone basically
with-
said, I want to put my likeness on an elf. I want to do that. And I was like, okay, sure. I mean, there is this whole scene where we have so basically Father Christmas leaves his elf. If you read, he leaves his elves. If you read issue 1, you saw that he left them. And so the elves go to this one area in this forest where our characters find them. And so they're involved. So there's an opportunity to do this.
Okay.
Well, they already got your nose down, Chris. So all he needs is a beard, and you're drawing him.
Oh, gosh. That's cruel.
Well, that's where the Nutcrackers come in. They got kind of a schnoz going on, you know. That'll work.
Schnosh.
And I get to look like a little Imperial era soldier man.
I remember I
Right.
reviewed the first time he had this campaign up, and I cracked up at the little guy reaching for the cookies.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love the art. I love it. And the little that
Yeah, man,
Cracker, they look so
you
great.
definitely for what the book is. I mean, you definitely nailed it with the artist. The colorist is knocking it out of the park. I mean,
Yeah.
It all screams Christmas. I mean,
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
It definitely fits that like all ages Christmassy feel and everything. Like this page here with the nice Thanksgiving dinner, like you can feel the warmth in the picture.
No, I definitely
feel
the dinner and the merriment and everything.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. No, it definitely feels like that. It feels kind of like it's Christmas. You're at the
Yeah.
North Pole. You're eating with Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is I really like the way this
Santa
book
Claus
looks.
is ripped too, man. Look at that. I would not mess with that Santa Claus.
Jack.
No, he's dead.
Santa Claus is-
Yeah.
He's lifting the sleigh up like, ugh.
Oh, that reminds me of
He's a beefy man.
oh, remember that movie with Goldberg as Santa, where he's like beating everybody up?
What is that
Goldberg.
one called? Bad Santa? Or
No.
It was called like Santa Slays or something like that. if I
Oh
remember
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I remember. 'cause I was-
Goldberg, yeah.
yeah, I was.
Isn't there a new movie with I saw a trailer.
Oh,
for
a
it.
Fat Man. Is that what you're talking about? The one
I
with
think so. It has
like Kurt Russell or something
No,
like that.
no. It has what's his
Or
name?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
Yes.
awesome.
yeah. Sim was talking about that and was saying about how like great it looked.
It does look good. Yeah.
I need to go and watch that when it comes out.
Yeah, I think that Mel Gibson's kind of a definitely actor that not a lot of people like, but I think it's an interesting role for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely
it will
something
be
different.
definitely something. Yeah, it'll be something that can either be really good or just be.
Really bad.
It could be so bad it's good. Who knows?
Exactly. I think it'll be good. But you can't really screw up like a flip on Santa Claus. Like, can you really screw it up that bad? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. The nice thing about Christmas is you can do a lot with it.
Yeah, even the bad Christmas specials, people will still watch them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a really bad one that I just can't stand.
Well, probably the Star Wars thing, but
Mhm.
that's different because it's more like I don't even know. There's nothing
Yeah.
Christmas about it, so it's like I don't even.
I
think
didn't
it's
watch I didn't watch the new Grinch because I always feel like the creators that they do the Minion movies and stuff. I always feel like their movies just fall flat. Like I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
kids
yeah.
really care for half the movies.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, new
understand
Grinch
the
just look-
Minion craze. Yeah, no, I
never-
love the Jim Carrey one. I know people don't like it that much, and
Yeah.
it definitely misses out on.
I
mean,
like
it
it.
totally doesn't get. It's not going for the Dr. Seuss vibe at all. Like I love the set design though, and
You know that
I think it's hilarious.
Did you know that girl ended up being like in a metal band, like a singer?
Yeah, I think I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that movie was
little
awesome.
Susie grew up to be a having
People crap on that movie. I think because like there's a lot of like there's like a scene where like if someone kisses the dog's butthole, or there's like a lot of weird stuff in there. But at the same time, it has a lot of great.
Is there?
What? It's in the dog's funnel. What?
Yeah, Max's butt. No, there's a scene where I think the Grinch accidentally, or like when the Grinch.
Which
falls
version
into
did you watch? Wait a minute. He needs to go. I think you've got the wrong Grinch movie for Christmas.
No, it's
or
the
something.
Grinch 2000. The Grinch from 2000. Dude. Like, and then there's a scene where he falls into the woman's breast, or it's like just really awkward humor. But at the other side, Jim Carrey's hilarious in that movie. He's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, it was definitely better than the one that came right after it with Mike Myers, where he played the cat in the hat. Oh, that was horrible.
I still think it's funny though.
How do you follow?
Yeah,
honestly. I couldn't do it.
They're just different, They're honestly it's adult humor.
Klaus
It's
is a
not
funny
kid humor.
movie.
It's so not for kids.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Klaus, did you all watch that one? It was like
Which-
Klaus or something on Netflix, that animated one.
I thought it was based on the Grant Morrison thing for a second, but no, it's not. Is it? It's different. Doesn't it deal with like a mailman or something?
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. Yeah, I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I really want them to do the Grant Morrison Klaus though. That story I think is awesome. I think they should definitely make a movie about that.
Yeah, because that's what Metal Movies and Brewskis is talking about, is Klaus.
Yeah,
Klaus is a fun book too.
yeah. I think that's because it has great art too. If you guys know who Dan Mora is, he does like Power Rangers covers and DC stuff, and he's amazing. He's an amazing artist, and he does the art on that. So it's super cool.
Yeah, I'll have to Google that book because I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's awesome. You'll love the art for sure.
So how many days are left on the campaign?
Yeah,
days
so
are-
21.
Yeah,
21 days.
21.
So I think we're in pretty good shape. I think we're gonna hopefully get there.
Oh yeah.
You're at 58% funded.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna. I think now I'm just gonna try. I mean, I have a lot of shows I'm going on. Like I said, I'll go on as many as possible. So that's what it's gonna take to really get this. Because you're right. I think I've hit the moment where I've have all everyone in my email list is knows about it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's kind of reaching out. It's reaching out to other people, and
Yeah,
I think that's going to be where I'll finish the campaign. So that's going to be with interviews, So spreading the word.
Yeah, get yourself out there, get more eyes on it.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Hey, there's the other co-host.
Hey.
He's on the other side of the chat.
The other side.
Oh lordy.
He has joined Soul.
Yeah. What do you got planned for your holidays, Ryan? Do you got all big plans for Christmas?
See the family. That's a big thing. I mean, at least there's that. I mean, this year has been a lot of ups and downs. So I think that with years like these, I think Christmas means a lot more to people. I think because I feel like people are really, really ready for Christmas. I've seen so many people post about it and put their trees up early or listen to Christmas music early. I think people are super ready for that family embrace. I hope that it can happen, with these restrictions and stuff. I still think that even with them, Christmas will still prevail. It always does.
Yeah.
No matter what,
no
matter the wars, no matter the Great Depression, Christmas will always come through every time.
Yeah, people really need that, nice, ray of positivity in their life.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a great holiday, man. It's awesome. So yeah, I'm going
to Chris's house.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I'm making my way up to Chris's house, and we're going to have some eggnog and watch the Grinch kiss dog buttholes. Sounds like a plan.
No, it's a scene. It's like I forget the context. I think he thinks he's kissing. No, I think he thinks he's kissing the one lady, the one who that he has a crush on, but he kisses the dog's butt. I think that's the joke.
Oh,
Right, it's like I take it back. I take it back.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that part. And now there's no.
Another
Like, I'm
thing,
trying to find
you mentioned that everybody's falling on the hard times and Christmas is coming up, but it also kind of shows too with these indie books. A lot of us doing our campaigns now, and we're still getting funded. That has to say something, that
definitely
that people are still loving the comic book industry.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think that
there's
I mean, I think that that's totally true for sure.
there's still a big there's still people that are very enthusiastic and passionate about comics out there, and they're still, and they see the passion and the excitement that comes from the creators like you guys, and then they get excited and into it.
Exactly.
And they like your concept.
There's always a demand for storytelling, no matter what the form is, from
movies,
comics, books. Yeah, you need something to kind of take you away for a little bit, and we can kind of step aside from what's going on in the world and just enjoy, even if it's 30 minutes of reading a comic, because that's how long it takes me to read them half the time for some reason, because I don't I stop and enjoy the pictures, but so yeah, so like I said, it's just really cool seeing all these projects doing well, especially I don't know about you, but a lot of people will come in warning you, having a campaign during this time of the season is a dangerous time, because the backers aren't as in the mood to back, because everybody's feeling Christmas. But I mean, they're coming, they're showing up,
definitely. Yeah, I mean, just last night that Billy Tucci, or that was huge. He had a massive pull last night, and it's still going on. It's crazy with his campaign. It just shows that there's a lot of people who are ready. And he has 25 to 30 years with that character established already, and people remember it from their childhood. But at the same time, it's still like people are still interested in contributing to books and stuff like that.
Let's see, Soul says Shane probably drinks eggnog while watching Sons of Anarchy too. Oh Lordy.
Oh man. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Soul says, I'm not on the midday. I'm chilling with Scott. What? You're not even on there with Rock 10? Wow. And you're not in here with us. Wow.
You remember this, Chris. You remember who your number one is.
Yeah. Yep. See, that's why number one co-host is still on Shane's name. Sloppy. But yeah, Shane, you can always come down. You can always come down for Christmas. Mom will make a big supper. Oh my.
We don't live too far away, if you're wondering, Ryan. Chris is like about an hour and a half.
I was like, wow, I didn't realize you guys knew each other, like you've seen each other.
No.
That's awesome.
Oh my.
The second chat co-host.
Second chat co-host? What?
He's talking about Sim being in there with him.
So
I think Sim's trying to take Soul's spot. What do you think?
You never sent me the link. What? You said you were going over to Rock 10, Sim. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. I'm going to send him a link.
Yeah, we thought you were setting this one out. We didn't know.
He needs it. There. I sent you the link. You make up your mind, Sim.
Try to think what else we can.
On Monday and Wednesdays.
I have the power. No. Is there anything we've missed that we should say, Ryan? I didn't want to leave anything out that you might.
Not really. Yeah, I think we talked about everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't want to. Like I'm trying to think, because like the questions I asked would get into spoiler territory. Some of the questions I know would go into spoiler territory.
Yeah,
so I can't ask those. It's like, have I hit everything? Yeah, I think we got everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, people need to back this. This needs to get funded.
Yeah, I hope we can get funded. And if you guys know anybody, any kind of show, anything, I don't care. I'm gonna try to get on and just keep pushing.
Have you been on Rot 10s? Like we were just talking about there.
I don't know who that is, Rotten.
Rot 10 Glory.
Okay, I will look them up.
And Wise Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I have him on
Wise
tonight.
Guys.
That's
Oh,
tonight.
White Cat
Well,
Comics.
Wise Guys?
Carla and
Yeah.
John. They might. I
Right.
don't know. Is Carla doing streams right now? I don't think she is.
I don't.
Because of the baby.
Yeah, I think she might be
Yeah, I think she's
On-
only doing like
doing the baby
kinda-
thing.
Yeah, because like she's only got like a month until she's supposed to go and have her baby. So I don't know if
Yeah.
she's doing streams right now, but yeah, she's somebody you could keep in mind for the future.
For sure.
Who else? I mean, there's a bunch of them. Sim, of course, has his Doodle and Chill and
Okay.
other stuff he's got for his channel. Shane, you can go on Shane's channel.
Yeah, we do one on Sunday nights. I mean, it might get kind of dirty sometimes, so I don't know. I try to keep it clean when we're talking Christmas books, but I can't promise Joe and Matt won't stay clean
Right.
I mean,
on the jokes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Ryan's over here talking about kissing dog buttholes.
It's in the movie, I promise.
True, man.
I have to
True.
find a link to it.
Ryan went there. I was trying to keep it all Christmassy and cheerful. And
Oh,
I have to
Lord.
find it now. Now I'm embarrassed. I have to
No,
find
okay.
it. Here. Yeah, it's like a. Yeah, no. So it's like what happens is, I have an image of it right here. Okay, what happens is that he goes into the mayor's house, who he hates, and then he puts the dogs.
I hate to think how many things popped up when you looked that up. When you just type in the Grinch kissing butthole. I can imagine the things that came of that.
No, it's when he's
But go ahead.
stealing all the Christmas
Sorry.
presents, and then he
Okay.
goes to the mayor's house. Here, I'm going to send you the clip. And then he puts, because he hates the mayor so much because the mayor's a dick. He puts the dog's butt on the mayor's lips. That's what happens. And then the dog goes to the dog's eyes that like bulge up because like it's implied that,
Yeah.
It's in the movie, man. I promise.
I swear.
I don't make this stuff up.
What's this?
Gotta
Saul
find
says Ryan will sure be on the Valkyries these days, so needed to say. Oh, okay. So you're going to be on Red Valkyrie?
Yeah. I mean, I was on for
yeah.
one of my campaigns. I don't think we're gonna do a one that's just me, but it is gonna be like a Christmas special kind of thing going
Oh,
on.
okay. Yeah, that would be nice.
For sure. Okay, I'm gonna find this for you.
Shay and all, they got a pretty big. They're growing, ain't they?
Yeah, I'm so happy for her. Yeah, they're definitely growing.
She always dresses up, so maybe it should be like a nutcracker or something for you.
Yeah, she did that last time actually. Okay,
miss
here's the
those.
scene. Here's the scene. Okay, and I don't know if you want to here. How do you share something at a specific time? Okay, start it. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna send it to your to our private chat here, and then
Okay.
let it loose.
Okay, let me share. All right, stop that. Share audio. All right, we're full screening it. Volume's on. All right.
An experience that I've always longed for.
Oh God, he's dragging his butt.
Oh, I totally don't even remember
told
that.
you.
That's funny.
I told you.
Oh my God, oh man, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I completely forgot about that one. Just as he kissed his butt. Oh Lord.
Anyway, as you do.
Well, that's like some of those like stuff you watched as a kid or something, and you go back and you watch it as like an adult, and you like kind of catch things you didn't catch like as a kid.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. All right. Well, Sim is. He said he was working with Scotsman. I think he said so. I don't think he's hopping in. What was I going to say? I don't remember now. Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
our
about
Christmas-
covered it. I don't know what else you want to.
I think we covered it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Yeah, because whenever the book, whenever the tears, whenever everything. So I think we're good
Absolutely.
on this one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I guess we better start wrapping it up, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks for
All right.
having me on. I appreciate it. And thanks for supporting this book and everything you guys do. I appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, I do feel bad because I've been wanting. Oh gosh, dang you, Sam! Here you come in now.
I did it on purpose. You're complaining? Here I am. What's up?
Oh, you're pressing your luck today.
Why? I'm just there chilling, working with Scotsman, and then you're like, well, you're not here. I'm like, you didn't send me the link, you dickhead.
Well,
you want me to be here
you
if I don't
said you
have the
were
link?
going. You said you were going to Rotten.
I didn't say I was. I said I was. Should I be or should I? And then you're like, I'll send you the link, and I'm like, you didn't send the link, so I was watching. I was enjoying myself.
I'm with you on
in
this
the
one,
chat with
Chris.
Soul.
Yeah. See, that's
Of
what
course
Shane's
he's
on
with
top.
you. He has the brown nose right now. How's it going, Ryan?
Awesome. Congratulations on your campaign. Yeah,
Well, thank you.
your success.
All right. What's your opinions on Brickabrack Sim?
Yeah, I think it's a great project, and people should go back it.
Thank you.
It looks great. It looks like a great Christmas. It's a hard sell because it's really hardly embedded into the Christmas lore, and especially with everything going on. But that said, it's a very beautiful project, and I think we need more projects. That are technically aimed for all ages, for kids mainly. We don't have enough of those, so yeah, I think it's a great looking project, and people should get behind it.
Thank you.
I really do like this art though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks really good.
It needs to be more out there because Brick what?
Brick of what?
I
Yeah,
think this time around, I think he's hit.
Yeah. I put. I've emailed all the backers and stuff, and I continue to do that. Throughout the campaign. I'll just go through and email them, and it is an email list. It is basically an email list that you have, and it should be used. So.
Yep. And it's more reliable than MailChimp and stuff like that to just do an update on your end. If you do the update version on Indiegogo, or you do it on the updates, it's two different emails. Like they'll go in two different boxes if you have Gmail. One's in promotion, the other one will go in new updates. So that's why sometimes people won't see the other one.
Right.
Because it falls into promotion, like Indigo support. You okay? You just had one of those caffeine just crashed, and I almost fell asleep for 5 seconds, and I'm awake.
Yeah, I had a little shake there. I don't know. Oh lordy.
Felt like you blinking and it
Yeah,
was
yeah. But I think the caffeine crash is starting to kick in. I don't know.
I think the stream's starting to
Soul Stream, I just upgraded my perk to double.
Thank you so much, Soul. Thank you, man.
It's one of the project you can say it's a perfect Christmas gift you could get for your kids, or
Exactly.
a stocking stuffer. Get yourself a stocking stuffer.
Yeah. I mean,
Duh.
instead of just loading the stocking up with like candy and other stuff, you put a little book in there.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I think it can still go beyond that. I think there's a stereotype with it, like, oh, is it a hard sell because it's a Christmas book? But I mean, look at the biggest selling, season is Christmas. So I just think it's about just getting out there and showing it off, and it'll sell itself in a sense, because it's a huge market, the Christmas side of things, and if you can really just push the comic on people and really show it's about it, I think it'll sell itself.
Well,
Definitely.
I
Like I
mean,
say,
it's not,
you're getting more out there.
well, the thing I like about it is, yeah, it's Christmas themed, but the story itself isn't like completely tied to Christmas. You
Start
could,
using the
it's a
hashtag
story that
Hallmark.
could be told
So-
outside of it.
Start
it's-
using the hashtag Allmart.
Hallmark.
Get, isn't that the name of the company that do all those Christmas stuff?
Hallmark. I've never heard
Hallmark?
of that.
The one that do those
Oh, Hallmark.
Hallmark, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Hallmark, yeah.
So
I was
you
like, what is
use the
Hallmark?
hashtag and there you go. People that the Hallmark people might be interested into this Christmas,
Thank you
Look.
thank you Hallmark for sponsoring me or something. I could just make it seem like I'm sponsored. Thank you.
the idea is to get people to see
All them
it,
Hall-
right? To get people that would
All
be
them
interested
Hallmark
to see
people
it.
on the Twitter.
I'm so happy that
You never
Hallmark.
know.
Yeah,
Highly inspired by Hallmark's cards. Here's Brickabrack.
it's totally not.
My own take.
You never know. They say no, like Hallmark's like, hey, that's a pretty cool book. Let's have it in our stores.
No, but that's the idea of
I mean, you could
hashtag
tag
is to
like
use people.
just the word Christmas.
Yeah,
Just
anything that has
hashtag
to do with
Christmas, hashtag holiday.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to get those eyes on it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to find that grouping that really wants it, and so the interviews are going to help, but I also need to kind of find that grouping of people that might like it. So it's hard to find them, or
Well,
and
that's why I was saying Hallmark, because if I remember, they're the one that do all those little figurines for Christmas that make a lot of fucking money, aren't they? Or am I mistaken? They just do trade the cards. Because
Well,
you know all those
they
people that do
sell
those
they sell
ornaments?
Christmas figurines and
Yeah, that's what I'm
stuff
saying.
there.
Like, try to get the idea is to get the attention of people that like those type of Christmas and collect those Christmas ornaments.
Mhm.
Dude, those type of people would buy like 25 copies of your book
right.
for the
Mhm.
entire freaking family. It's
Yeah.
like. So maybe do a tier that's like, hey, stocking stuffer, and you put like 25 copies of your book. You have a big family.
Definitely.
Just gotta find that community that
Mhm.
really is into it.
Yeah, I gotta find that. Yeah.
Let's see. We got nerd is the word. Good day. He says.
Well, good
He
day.
says hashtag Santa, hashtag elves, etc. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag 'tis the season or something.
Because that's what you need. You need to find the people that are really into this, and that's how you'll build your core following.
Right.
So it's like saying I'm not gonna sell a lot of manga if I try to just sell it to people who hate manga. You need to start hitting that side of the market.
Right.
I still think there's a market for it in here. Like I say, it's just about getting on the
Oh,
shows
yeah.
and
I'm not
Just-
saying
yeah.
there's no market.
him
I'm just
getting out
saying-
there.
I'm just saying he needs to
Yeah.
reach out with
Yeah,
those people
the-
because it's like me. I'm a fan of motorcycle. You go into YouTube, you'll type what motorcycles, races or something like that. So that's why the idea for when you say you put in there, so like people that are always into like researching Santa Claus. Well, they'll find it.
Right.
Holidays, they'll find it. Oh, there you go. That's a holiday team thing. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
'Cause even in CG, dude, you'll be friends with 200 people within CG, and none of them will see your goddamn campaign, even if you repeat it every day.
Mhm.
It happens.
The thing I like about this book, is yes, it has a Christmas setting and like a kind of Christmas theme in about it, but a lot of the themes in it could be applied to just anything. Like the boy being a young, maybe idealist or naive, but has to
Mhm.
kind of mature into an adult and do all
Right.
that. Yeah, and these other stories of intrigue and war, and these are all things that are don't have to have like you don't have to be super into Christmas to understand them or get in.
Yeah.
Right.
It's also nice having that book that stands out too. Because sometimes you get a lot of these crowdfunded books and they kind of fit the same category. So when you get those ones that
Mhm.
kind of stand out, it gives you a little bit of a breather of something new that to take onto your collection and just give you that, keeps it fresh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see here. Oh, Nerd the Word says I've backed, by the way, heard nothing but great things from people who have read part 1. Oh, good.
Oh wow! Thanks so much,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I don't think I've ever. In my talks, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything negative about Brick-a-Brack. I've heard people say good things. So
Awesome.
Yep.
Heck
Everybody that
sounds
got it
here.
said it was great.
Yeah, Heck sounds here. Good day, good day. And Soul says Sim spams the Flash Gordon community with Nat the Merc tags.
There's a Flash Gordon community.
I guess.
Not by me. I
Apparently.
used the heavy metal one. Space fantasy.
But yeah. So if anyone's out there listening, and if you haven't checked out Brick-a-Brack, please do. It does look really good. I did not get to back it when the first campaign came out, but I rectified it this time.
Yeah, but he's got the tier that has both copies, 60 pages for like $24. That's pretty freaking good, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good
And
deal.
they come with a print and was a bookmark. So,
Yep, for sure.
All right.
Get this
I think I'm
thing
gonna have to take
funded.
off here, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna have to wrap this one up. So we'll start closing her down. Let's
right.
start with Mr. Sim.
I did it like an hour ago. So go back Tales from the Netverse and go back Brick-a-Brack.
Yes.
Brick-a-Brack. All about Brick-a-Brack. Go back Brick-a-Brack.
All about the Brick-a-Brack, Mr. Shane. Oh.
I fucking knew it. I called it not too long ago. Remember? Called it.
Oh, well. I'm too tired.
What are you on me? You on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
All right, yeah. Check out Cryptic Legends: The Mothman. We are now 87% funded, so thank you to all those who have backed us so far. And you can catch me on Facebook and Twitters and YouTube and all that good stuff. King Toad, come. Your go, Ryan.
Yeah, Brick-a-Brack number 2. If you like Christmas or Star Wars or the mashup of the two, it's good. You'll like it. So if you like what we talked about, you'll definitely like it. Or if you like just really good art, really colorful, vibrant storytelling, this is something that'll be up your alley.
All right. And my closing statements would be: hurry up, back Brick-a-Brack number 2, and get this thing funded, because I would have seen me as a little nutcracker man.
And don't forget Grave Robbers too.
Yes, and
It's
go
getting
check
there,
out
man. I
Grave
think
Roberts.
Ryan's going to get it.
I think so
Ryan's
too.
definitely going to get it this time.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, because he's already gotten considerably funded. He's still got 21 days left. So, especially when you get towards that, was it like end of the your end of your campaign, you get that big jump.
Right. Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
massive
exactly.
launch day. We got like that 1,500 on launch day, so that was great. So that was cool. But yeah, hopefully we'll get another one of those maybe.
Yeah. So towards the end, you'll probably get another big boost like that or something.
Right.
So I think as long as you keep pushing and keep getting on shows, I think you'll get it. Just
Definitely. Yeah, just keep going. Yep.
So thanks everybody for tuning in. We all appreciate it, of course, and thanks Mr. Ryan for joining us today.
Of course.
And what's my next? Who's next?
Monday.
Probably Monday. We'll go with Monday. Wait, no. What's Saturday?
Saturday?
Yeah, tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to have on Joshua Plack for the evening stream.
Okay.
And
We're starting out this weekend? Okay.
yeah. Yep. So thanks once again for everybody for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Don't forget to keep me posted, Chris.
Don't sass me, Sim.
And
Sass.
and Soul.
Yep. Bye, everybody.